How is it going? Welcome everyone to another great video on the ICP side internet computer cryptocurrency. Having a great moment again, trying to stay ranked high on the biggest gainers, and it's actually following through. It is a moment of market recovery after we started the 2024 with an amazing day on first number, and then we have been pretty much facing a huge market dump out there, which triggered a lot of the panic around the space, and it was pretty much normal to get all the guys out there liquidated that were highly leveraged, highly under pressure of major trades, and overexposed towards the market. So internet computer ICP is delivering on 24% in the past 24 hours. We would like to dive into and find out more in a rational way what kind of targets could we expect for January based on data. Before we get into the topic, make sure to check out the other YouTube videos I have in terms of price predictions. And I also have, by the way, if you're interested, some live trades going on. For example, yesterday I performed a day trade on the BTC when it exploded and broke the top. $240,000 pure profit on that one. You can see it on my channel as well, the YouTube shorts out there that you can find out more about it. We also have a live trade going on right now. It's still active. It's $218,000 BTC long, and it's performing quite well. Cannot complain. At the same time, there is my trading journal that you can participate, guys. Option number one is no prior fee, just commission from the pure profits achieved. So it's simple. It's all trading outsourced in a trading permission with API trading permission, and it's pretty much fine with that. Basically, you can find out more by reaching out to me and reading around the page and checking out the other videos as well, including the one-on-one coaching for those of you that are interested on the topic. So what's happening basically with the daily ICP situation? It's just greatness, guys. I mean, I'm not surprised that the markets have been retracing so hard, considering that they actually increased big time. So I've stopped basically expecting continuous increases since 2016, which is already forming about, well, that's 8 years since I got into the field of knowledge, where my expectations around continuous increases have stopped big time, which is why we clearly have an approach, especially after the markets have increased, that you become more and more conservative and more on a tendency being defensive towards the markets the higher they go, due to the fact that the bigger the drop is going to be. Simply, it can take you out so hard on all the money you made by liquidating you or simply hitting you a very costly stop loss that the whole business is not going to worth it to expose yourself again to risks that you cannot control. It's not that you cannot control emotionally, which at the end of the day, if you hit a big liquidation or a big stop loss, your emotional side is going to be heavily affected, and that could be recovered, but the resources are gone, and that's a problem for a lot of the people. In order to make money with trading, you actually need resources to trade with. So it's not like we recover out of nowhere and we become again positive and highly stable emotionally and so on, rebalance ourselves. It's not the same when it comes down to the resources. If they disappear, it's gone. You need other resources if you have. If you don't have, you're not going to be able to recover anything without money, which is why it's very important basically to risk management properly as a market activity. Now, the current structure here sits in a great shape, guys. Even though today we are receiving a selling pressure on their domination on the alts, this is not a problem at all. Overall speaking, the market is looking great. And if that happens, we can only target towards the upside. So the first target we're actually having will be the top of the current movement that sits on $16 for ICP. This is a supply area with a market pullback to the 1.618 movement back to the 14 levels, and from 14 I'm considering breaking above the whole structure, including the number 2 extension, which is situated around $17. You want to go push and hit basically the between $21 mark, which are two meaningful levels, the 2.414 and 2.618 extensions, again between 20 and 21. I wouldn't get stuck at 20s, but at the same time I would become careful at levels that are always becoming meaningful by the way how they're positioned on the round number side. So this is the target basically for ICP at the moment in the way it looks like. Any market movement towards the downside should be heavily purchased. Anything within the zigzagged area of 1.2722 and 1.414 extensions should be bought up, which means anything above 11.75 cents and 12.75. So that's $1 right there of range that should receive a lot of the buying pressure, guys. $11.75 up to $12.75 are always great entries at this time for the market, which will definitely receive a strong buying pressure. And from there, just like I said, the first supply zone located on $16 and go for the retracement back to the 14. You can basically react. I mean, you must react. If you don't react over there, the market will become bearish. If you don't react on the $1.61814 after touching the 16, the market will become bearish. You form a major double structure, and you're going to come back to the $10 mark in a market sell-off, if that's what happens on the BTC as well. So this is the portrait around ICP for January 2024, guys. The outcome, obviously, for the long term is much better. It's just about the bullishness, especially with the bull market coming into, but we have to be careful with the downside as well, which is still existent, and it's possible to participate, especially to dominate for a short term. Beautiful. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and let me know your thoughts in the comments area, including the done for you trading, one-on-one coaching, anything you can find in the description area and comments area, all the resources and links. Have a good time, folks. We'll talk to you soon.